because there's been this, as I mentioned in my previous slide, there's been a change in nature of the number of urgent transplantations. That's one issue that has changed over the last 10 years or so. We're doing a lot more urgent transplants. And as I showed, that has better outcomes. And so there's been that change. And there's also another issue that's arisen, is that transplantation, there is some concern amongst people outside of our small little area that how we allocate the organs actually benefits the transplant centre as opposed to the sickest patient. And transplantation should benefit those sickest patients who are most likely to get good outcomes. So myself and colleagues from Venkat there and Jane was here were involved in it, and I think Andre as well. We reviewed all the evidence recently, and with that I'm going to share that with you because it gives you a very good picture of how heart transplantation has changed over the last 10 years or so. So these are our acknowledgements for NHSBT for all the important data. So UK heart allocation, large rise in number of urgent hearts over the last few years. There's this payback system. You take the urgent system, so we're in Newcastle, we take a heart from London, then we have to pay back. We have to give a heart into the system. It doesn't have to go to London, but have to go into the system within a period of time. And there's also concern, does that actually benefit patients? So perhaps Newcastle has a whole bunch of sick patients. Maybe they should just get transplanted and not pay back anyone. So that was one issue. And there's more external scrutiny. So patients are starting to sue, saying, why didn't my son get a transplant when the chap in Newcastle who was out working the day before got a transplant? So patients are under, and so the lawyers involved in this, so that's always a problem. And we're doing a lot more VADs as well, of course, as we mentioned. So we suggest a principle: it should favour the sickest patient, and we should make optimal use of the donor organ, that is transplant patients, with a reasonable chance of successful outcome. So Mike Birch alluded to the editorial that we wrote in the British Medical Journal a year or two ago, and we did this because of some at least mild degree of irritation with the Organ Donation Task Force, which has been tasked to increase heart transplant numbers in the United Kingdom. And every year they come out with this splashy summary saying transplant numbers at a record high, and they list the livers, the kidneys, whatever else, and the lungs. And then in the small script down below, heart transplant numbers fell. And that's all they say. And so we were certainly felt a disadvantage because of that. Just showing here 2000, 2008, this is United States and Europe. The United States is actually flat, they haven't changed. Europe has gone down about 5%. Up here we have UK, same time scale. Green is everything adult and pediatric. Blue is adult, gone down by about 50%. Has gone up a little bit since then. I can tell you why, I think why later. And then pediatrics bumping on the bottom hasn't really changed. So UK has done particularly badly.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to butt into something. I'm sorry to be
lunch.
It has to be lunch. We had to cut it, otherwise we've got a complete chaos with the lunch sessions. If there are slides, I know you've got to move on. If there are slides that need to be brought out for this afternoon's session as a preempt to the mechanical circulation support session, then
I'll just do the next slide or two, will I? And then I'll just stop.
We were basically 25 minutes late and starting with I'm just trying to run it as long as you let us.
Then I'll let you stop. I've got no choice. I've got no choice because it's literally the people have to come in for the next session, so I don't want to be too harsh with that.
Because this is the last slide. Why improve road traffic safety? But I have to make the point is road traffic safety in the United States is probably and Europe is probably no different than the UK. Risk adverse culture is a real problem. Our surgeons are being harassed because of poor results. If they have a bad run of results, increased complexity of HLA antibody detection, largely driven from the renal literature. It's all your fault again, David. And increased donors for TCD hearts. Again, from the renal, it's all the renal people's fault. And so we obviously can't use them for heart transplantation. I'll stop there.